Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm WoWcrendor, and welcome to this little video I'm making about what's in my vanilla WoW characters bank. So, everybody's been either talking about Nostalrius, or even playing on it, or just vanilla in general, and it made me think, what are my actual vanilla WoW characters, what do they have like in their inventory and in their bank? So, here's Billy. This is Billy. This is the actual first ever Orc Hunter I made. First ever Horde character I even made. Second overall, because I made a Dwarf first. So we're going to go. I named him Kagon. That was his name. For some reason, I was like, Kagon, that's an amazing name. I could have actually named myself Kagon, but I thought Crendor was just a better YouTube name in general, so I went with that. I got some stuff in the mail here. So let's head over. I have my Swift Timberwolf. This was the first ever epic mount that I acquired. And if we go over to the bank, let's see what we got in here. So first off, let's check my inventory, right? I have arrows. So that's going to be the first thing. I have wicked arrows in my inventory. They're useless right now, but there used to be the ammo slot, and you put your arrows in the ammo slot, and then you'd use up your arrows, and you have to go buy more. And that's how they worked. So I had a lot of arrows, because you had to use a lot of arrows. And let's see, what else did we have? I do miss arrows, but I don't know. Part of me thinks it'd be cool to have that type of thing again. Part of me is like, yeah, it's, it's better off without it. But it's just one of those little things, that all add up, that add a little bit extra to the game. Like, oh yeah, I gotta go buy my arrows. Like, it just feels like it's another level of like cool. But I feel like once you do it over and over, you're like, gotta go buy my arrows, and it doesn't matter. So let's see, empty bird cage. Yeah, I did a little bit of BC with them. Heavy runecloth bandages. Dranic water, morning glory dew. We got the Talbuck venison. We got the skinning knife, because he is a skinner. I forgot, that was my first ever profession, was skinning. How could I forget? Let's see. Anything else worthwhile in here? I tried doing jewel crafting, but then I did. Ancient bone bow. Oh my god. So, one of the artifact, heirloom weapons right now is a bow that looks like the ancient bone bow. But if you don't know, the ancient bone bow was a weapon you get in Scholomance. Which I think is why it's item level 45. Either way, you would get it, and it was one of the better like hunter weapons you got for gearing up. And so when I got my ancient bone bow, I remember being so excited. I was like, I have the ancient bone bow, and then I had to get a scope, and I got the scope for it. I think the ancient bone bow was still one of my best memories on my hunter, just getting that, because I loved the look of the bow. Right, you get this cool bone bow, literally, and it was something like, oh man, I can almost start like getting into the big raids, or like being qualified to actually do a like molten core raid. So it was really good. It was really cool. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorites. I still remember getting it in my mind. I'm like, I remember that moment. Anything else here? No. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else in my inventory. There's Nat Pagel and his extreme angler. So in the bank, if we look here, we've got the Horn of the Direwolf, the Gingerbread Cookies. I don't know if I've told this story. I think I've told this story a long time ago, but these Gingerbread Cookies are very old. I got these Gingerbread Cookies when I first started playing the game in January of 2009. Or not even, that's when I started YouTube, herp derp. This would be January of 2005. Oh my god. These cookies, these gingerbread cookies right here are 12 years old now. Somehow they are still, they're still here. I don't know what they put in them. They must have some crazy preservatives in them. But they're still good. And I'm never going to get rid of them. They're going to sit in this bank until the game just dies, or the world explodes or something. They'll always be here, these beautiful gingerbread cookies. I just remember it was the first ever like WoW holiday. Technically it would be, because the game's only been out for like a month, And it was like the final days of Wintervale, and I was like, what do I get these cookies for? And they're like, hey, Wintervale's over, you don't do anything now. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll put them in my bank for next year. And then they just sat there, and I think I ended up making more and then just forgetting they were in the bank. So those gingerbread cookies, dude, they've seen some shit. Essence of Undeath, oh my god, Essence of Water, I remember having to farm those. Let's see, Cured Rugged Hide, oh yeah, because I was leatherworking. And I got rid of leatherworking to try and do jewel crafting when that came out, and I was like, I don't know. Oh yeah, the Vile Branch coins, Skull Splitter coins from ZG, Rizashi coin, the Argent Dawn commission. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff. Firefin Snappers. I almost thought that was a Deviant Delight. It's got the same graphic. Raw Glossy Mite, Fish, Bronze, Primal Hikari Bindings. That's more ZG stuff. Hell yeah. Dawn's Edge. That's what I used to use. I used to use that as one of my things. And then it got replaced by my thing I found in Burning Crusade. But, dude, I used to use my Dawn's Edge and my Bone Slicing Hatchet. Those were my two go-to weapons, because I was a survival hunter. Was it survival? I did, or whatever you would do melee. I think that was survival. Dude, I don't even remember. I don't even remember what I did. All I know is I had these two weapons, and I had my Ancient Bone Bow. That's all I remember. And thorium bars, thorium setting. And then here's all my gear I got on. Here's the Beast Stalker bindings. These are probably just as old as those gingerbread cookies. Black Hand's Breath. Oh my god, I remember that. The counterattack lodestone, Painweaver band, tarnished elven ring. I bet you can't even get any of these items anymore. Leggings of Destruction, the Tuscan helm. I remember getting this helm being like, that's such a cool helm. And now it's like, lol. Alright, so that's Billy. That's Kagan. So let's swap on over. Yeah, oh my god. So this warrior, I made a warrior for the sole reason of wanting to get the helmet and shoulder pads that I currently have on. These helmet, hold on, stupid, get out of here. The helmet and shoulder pads I have on right here is the main reason I made a warrior. I thought this was one of the coolest pieces of armor in the game. I thought it looked amazing. And it's the Champion's Plate shoulders and the Champion's Plate helm. They also had the like High Warlord variations and all that. But this was like the easiest one to acquire, so that's what I ended up getting. And when I got them, I was so happy, dude. I was so happy. I was like, I did it. I finally did it. I think they might be heirloom type things now, but these are the OGs. These are the OG ones, all right. And I also thought it was really fun because I played my warrior. I was like, oh man, I get to use plate armor. Like nobody else gets to use plate armor except like paladins, but you couldn't even play a paladin on the horde. So it was like, you got the plate armor. Let's see. Ice Barbed Spear. Oh my god, the Ice Barbed Spear. How can you forget about the Ice Barbed Spear? Classic weapon. Let's see. The Insignia of the Horde. Frostwolf Insignia. I don't even know if this works anymore in Alterac Valley. Probably doesn't, knowing Blizzard. Let's see. Ogre Mauler's Badge. Argent Dawn. High Warlord's Cleaver. I got this like once they made it really easy to get, so I could feel kind of cool having all my armor. Let's see. Anything else here that's cool? Oh, is this the... Hold on. What are my professions? Yeah, herbalism mining. Dude, this is the guy that I would go on my herb mining money-making path back in vanilla. So what I would do is back when it was old Ashara, I would go all around and collect herbs because not many people went to Azshara to collect herbs. And I'd do all that, and then I would fly up to Winter Spring, like so, and then I'd go all around and I'd do thorium mining because thorium mines popped up all over. So I'd mine all the thorium, and then you'd go back to Azshara and you just looped it over and over. And you just make a lot of money doing that. Just sell it on the auction house. And it was very relaxing to do, too. I really enjoyed doing that. Let's see. Let's go in my bank. But I have, yeah, so you can see I have Fade Leaf, Arthas Tears. Oh my god, Arthas's Tears? That's what they called it? I didn't even get that reference back then. Oh my god. It's all hitting me. Sungrass, Ice Cap, Ancient Lichen, or Lichen, I don't know. There's some stuff. Ghost Mushrooms, Purple Lotus, Dense Stone, Halal Research Tokens. Let's see, what else did I have in here? Oh my god, the carrot on a stick. It's my carrot on a stick. Does not work for players above level 70. Come on. There's a ring. Diamond Flask. I kind of remember that. Oh, I think I remember. I don't remember if I used it, though. The 6 Demon Bag. Oh, my God. You guys remember the 6 Demon Bag? Blast enemies in front of you with the power of the wind, fire, and all that kind of thing. The 6 Demon Bag. There's a brown Kodo. And then some more ZG coins. But yeah, dude. Like, this is bringing back some good memories. And then the only other person I had was Crendor. I know it's not Crendor anymore, it's Grudel. I changed my name. And, you know, it's weird because, like, like everyone's like, hey, you're Crendor. But really, this is Crendor. He's changed a bit. He used to be an undead. Now he's a goblin. And his name changed. But it's still the same character, right? So if we go to the bank, you'll see all my stuff. Because this is who after I leveled Kagon, or Billy, I switched to my undead priest, Crendor. And so pretty much all my vanilla stuff stems from like this. So let's look at my bank first. Open up all the bags. First up, Agent of Nosdormu. This is what you get for turning in Broodlord's head. And I don't know if you've heard this story. I've told it a few times, but I was not paying attention, and we killed Broodlord, and it was on, like, whoever loots it, right? So everyone's like, all right, who wants this, who wants that? And I saw the Broodlord's head thing, and I was like, oh, sweet, a quest item. And I looted it, and they were like, what did you just do? And I was like, what? And they're like, read the description of that head. And it was like, only one may control this power, and coincidentally, only one may loot this head. And I was like, eh. So they're like, all right, it's a 50 DKP minus. I did lose DKP, actually, for doing that. And I wasn't able to get a piece of gear next time. So that sucked. But I did end up getting this cool Agent of Nosdormu, which allows you to go farm Silithid for stuff. And then I think it was used for opening the gong for Encourage. Or something like that. Either way, it's I don't even think you can get this anymore. But I have it. Hey. Good memories. Spirit Shards, Arcane Runes, Onyxia Scale Cloak. You guys still got your Onyxia Scale Cloak? Because you need that +6 fire resistance enchantment, and then protects the wearer from being engulfed by Shadow Flame, and then 14 fire resistance on top of that, and that 6 stam. Dude, you need that if you're fighting Onyxia. Blade of the Basilisk. This was the first, I think this was one of the first items I got that I thought was rare. It dropped, and I was like, oh shit, I can sell this for money. Because I was around like level 40, early 40s. I still didn't have my mount money. And I was like, oh yeah, I can sell this for money. And it's going to be great. And this is awesome. And I ended up not selling it, and I just kept it. Tome of Tranquilizing Shot. Nobody needed it, so I took it in a Molten Core run. Royal Seal of Eldrathalos. I remember everybody used to get these, and this was like a solid like staple for going into like raiding, or at least like the 5-10 man dungeons or whatever, or 15 man, whatever they were. Fool's Bane. I don't think I got that when it was an actual thing. I think it's just I got it randomly and I threw it in here. These are Wintervale cookies. They're not gingerbread cookies like the past, or the hunter cookies I just showed you. I didn't actually acquire these. I think I got these from doing old dungeons. Let's see. What else? Zandalar Confessor wraps. I did use these, as well as the Confessor bindings. Those I got from ZG, of course. Let's see, what else? Oh my god, here's all my old gear. So I got Benediction. There it is. Beautiful. It swaps between Benediction and Anathema. And when I got this, all I remember is you had to buy those potions to like do damage to undead around you or something. It was something like that, like Holy Fire Potion or something. And then only one person could do it at a time, so you had to wait till it was like good to go. And you would take the eye, or whatever you had to get from Molten Core, that dropped, I think, off the dude before Ragnaros. And you would go to the Eastern Plague Lens or something, and you had to do that, and it was like a timed thing. It was crazy. All I know was I was so happy I got my Benediction. And it's probably one of my favorite weapons I think I've ever gotten in the game. And it swaps between that and Anathema. I'll probably just transmog it. I always transmog it back to whatever I'm using. Gloves of Prophecy, Robes of Transcendence, Halo of Transcendence, Pauldrons of Transcendence, and some blue suede shoes. So these are all from when I raided. I just threw them in the old bank. Let's see, anything else good here? I think I got that. That wasn't actually from raiding. That was just, I got it doing old dungeons. Insignia of the Horde. Zandalarian Hero Charm. Oh shit, I remember this thing. I remember being really excited when I got that. I was like, yes, the Zandalarian Hero Charm. I'm like, I don't know why. I was just very excited about it. Frostwolf Insignia, again, probably doesn't work anymore. Oshugun Relic. The Hide of the Wild. Oh my god, I think this was my first, like, really good cape I got. It was one of my first epics I think I ever got ever. I was like, oh shit, dude, I have an epic now. Like, it was one of the best feelings around. Drakefire Amulet, of course. I think that was part of the Onyxia attunement. Scarab of the Infinite Cycle. That was from AQ. Maybe AQ 20? It might have been AQ 20. And the Green Tower. Dude, this was the first epic I think I ever got. I got it, and it dropped, and I was like, I have an epic. I have an epic. And I was like, I'm not going to get rid of it. And I never got rid of it. I still have it. The Green Tower. A BOE shield. And then I have something. Oh, yeah, here it is. I also got the Glowing Brightwood Staff. I remember this dropped, and since I didn't have any good staff at the time, I was like, oh my god, I got a Glowing Brightwood Staff. And I was very happy about that. And I enchanted it with 22 intellect, as you see. And I used that staff, and it was a great staff. What else? A charred recipe? While it appears this glyph was burned horribly, no longer contains any magic of Ender might. Oh. Alright. Let's see. Anything else? I have a bunch of lock boxes for some reason. Argent Dawn Commission. Carrot on a Stick. Moonstone. Cannonball Runner. Oh my god, I forgot all about Cannonball Runner. That's from Live Strat. Arcane Rune, Traveler's Backpack. And then over here is some other stuff. But yeah, that's my little nostalgia trip. I hope you enjoyed it. I did, because I just had some nice flashbacks to olden times. Tell me, what do you got in your bank? Do you have anything from Vanilla WoW on your vanilla characters that you've just saved away, or any cool stories like my Gingerbread story where they've just kind of been there for 12 years? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and yeah. Okay. See ya.